Shalom, shalom. It's your boy YouTube name, TikTok Israel. And I'm back at you with another video. I wanna bring to you the correct and true understanding of Revelation 17 today. So that's what I'm gonna do to the best of my ability. So Revelation 17, what can I say about it? Wow. End time prophecies here, end time prophecies. If you want to know anything, first of all, go read Daniel's, because Christ told you to go read Daniel's. How long will we just ignore his words? And another thing you got to understand is this imagery in Revelation. This imagery in Revelation 17, because most of us is fresh out the Christian church, and we jump in this truth, just blotting out our words and everything, thinking we know something. But you fresh out the church, and you looking at this Bible, and you seeing some things. Yeah, that's cool. It's a beautiful thing. You looking at this book in a whole nother way right now, but you got to understand the Christian church doctrine is so strong that a lot of these Israelite camps out here, if they couldn't understand anything, they'll just keep going with what they learned in the church. And yeah, I said it. You know, it's the truth. So what I want to bring to you is it's some glasses. You know, I want you to see clearly through all this imagery. That's why I do this, because I feel that y'all need to really see what's in this book through another light. I'm not saying believe it. I'm just saying listen. You know, what else you doing today? I don't know. Let's get into it. Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven veils, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All right, check it out. The kings of the earth is drunk with her doctrine, with her wine, and the filthiness of her fornication. Who conquered the earth, spread in their lies? Who colonized the whole damn continent of Africa? Who put that white image to the Native Americans and said, bow down or die? Who damn near genocide the Aborigines of Australia? You know, East Indians, the Opium War in China. Come on now, who did this? And don't say America. That's foolishness, people. All right, let's leave America at the door when we read in the Book of Revelations. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say America is not in the Bible, but it's foolishness for you to just hang everything up on there and think that this Bible it could be talking about something greater than America. Because you got to understand this. She is called Mystery Babylon the Great because don't nobody know who she is. It's a mystery. If you sitting here like, oh, I got it, book closed, case closed, it's America, then why is her name Mystery then? Because you can get this book to a heathen and tell them to crack it open, and if you teach them, they're going to be like, yeah, you know what, that do make sense. But no, it's called mystery, all right? You're going to have to work hard to find out who this person is. Even though the Most High in this chapter give it to us in such great detail, there's a reason why we all can't see it. But let's continue reading. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, that's a description. Go check out my last video, breaking down Revelations 12. We got into that real quick early in the video. And also, scarlet-colored beast. What color is scarlet, people? Scarlet-colored beast. I believe scarlet. Yeah, scarlet is a bright red color. All right, so that's a color right there. So we getting into it already with these descriptions. 7 heads and 10 horns. Now you can go check out my breakdown of Revelations, the 12th chapter, And you ain't got to wait too long to get into it. It's right in the beginning, and we're going to get them 7 heads and 10 horns. Now, what you got to understand that there's only been one kingdom since the first kingdom on earth, which is Babylon. Now, ancient Babylon under Nimrod was called Babylon, and then they fell to the Medes and Persians. Then the Greeks took over, and then Rome. Now, right there, that's the 4 kingdoms right there, which makes 7 once you truly understand the breakdown. Now, it always been called Babylon. So now the 10 horns is 10 kingdoms. Now, at the end of days, obviously Babylon is still in effect. So who is in control? What nation is in control? We all know that Rome was the 4th empire upon the earth, which is also included in the 7 heads once you truly get understanding in that. So if Rome was the last 4, then what is y'all talking about America for then? That's why you got to put these things in perspective and understand what you're truly saying. All right? We talking about Rome here, people. The whole Revelation 17 is talking about Rome. Now, he, like, the Most High, he gonna describe Rome to such a T. When I'm done with this, like, if you don't want to hear it, then fine. But like, at least you heard it. That's all I can say. But we're gonna get into it though. Great detail. Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. Now, scarlet, that's a detail right there. That's a color. All right, we starting to point fingers here. Scarlet. Scarlet is a bright red color. All right. What religion out here got capes of scarlet on? The bishops in the Catholic Church and the high priests. What color is their garments? It's scarlet, peoples. All right. Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. We got another detail here. That's another finger. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So obviously this woman is rich, and behind her closed doors, she's just doing abominable things. But we also know how she physically looks like. And what she wears, scarlet and purple, all right? And she got the inhabitants of the earth drunk with the wine of her doctrine and fornication, all right? Let's put all these things in perspective here. Who wears scarlet and purple, and who conquered the earth just throwing down the natives' altar and putting on them the religion that they came with? The Roman Catholic Church, peoples. All right, where we at? And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Now, she drunk with the blood of the saints in Christ. So what did that tell you? She killed Christ and the saints. Who killed Christ after the Jews turned them over into the Romans? The Catholic Church did it, peoples. Like, that's like we smacking this lady in the face right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even pointing fingers at this point. So, all right, let's continue reading. Revelation 17, verse 7. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carried her, which has 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. And when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and is yet is. Whoa. All right. That's prophecy right there. Basically, Rome fell and rose 9 times again, okay? Rome is the beast that is wounded in the head right now, but that deadly wound will be healed. And when that deadly wound is healed, Rome will go back into perdition, meaning destruction, and will reap havoc on this earth, like she did when she had her power during the Inquisitions, all right? This is what this is talking about. Rome is the last kingdom upon this face of the earth before Christ comes and set everything down and set the saints back on top. All right? Verse 7. Verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is. All right? Because y'all think Rome down and out right now. But no, Rome is not down and out. Rome wrote the contracts up on the EU. Rome has a specific stake in America that is not widely known. Rome has a part in the IRS when people walking around think it's a federal agency. Rome is we living in Rome. We not living. We might be physically in America right now, but well, I don't know where y'all listening at, but me, I'm in America right now, but we are in Babylon the Great. All right. Cause what they doing over here in America? They celebrating Christmas. You won't find that in the Bible. I don't care what denomination you under, whether you are a Baptist, a Pentecostal, a Jehovah's Witness. If you go to church on Sunday, you are a Roman Catholic. They preparing you for Ash Wednesday and putting that mark on your forehead. What else they doing? Rome changed times and laws. The Most High said a day starts and begins with the sunset and the sunrise. But no, Rome has the power to say it starts in the middle of the night. So you got to understand, we spiritually are living in the kingdom of the Roman Catholics because they control everything. There's prophecies in this Bible, the abomination and desolation, a huge figure that we must understand because they're going to be empowered during a great tribulation. The abomination and desolation. Who is that? All right? And I heard somebody say, I forget what his name is, but I did my research on the dude, and he had BC next to his name. I forget his name. I'm going to get his name. But no, wasn't that guy. Who is this abomination and desolation who's going to have great power in a great tribulation? A.K.A. What is another name for the great tribulation? When Rome has that deadly wound and his head healed again, huh? What is another name for the great tribulation, peoples? Jacob's trouble. And he coming for the saints. You know what? Let's read that. Revelations 12. Revelations 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. So guess what? You saints, y'all might not know who this woman is, who this beast is, with these 7 heads and 10 horns. What you need to know, because he coming for y'all who keep the commandments of Christ, the commandments of God and the faith of Christ. The Christian church ain't keeping no commandments, you know. So she's not coming for them. She's coming for the people who on the corners of this earth blotting out the truth when she trying to wreak havoc and people telling the truth. She can't have that in her kingdom. So that's when I want to let y'all know. We got to know who this person is because they coming for us, man. They coming for us. So we got to identify them, and we got to get her before she get us, basically, you know. I often wonder if all the brothers that was out there teaching the word and Rome's kingdom, if they was specifically kicking against Rome, I'm wondering, like, what will really happen? Because, you know, the Pope, he sees all of this. What if they just, like, left Obama alone, left left, stop really kicking against the white man, and turned their true attention to the Vatican and the Pope and called him the Antichrist, and knew that them so-called Jewish people, they are the synagogue of Satan. But yeah, let's get back on track. Where did I leave off? All right, you gotta understand this terminology was used in the beginning of chapter 8 and towards the end. The beast that was and is not and yet is. Rome rise and fell 7 times. We're not talking about Rome because we think Rome dead and out. But Rome just got a wound in his head, all right? But I got my eyes on Vatican City, the Roman Empire. I don't know about y'all, but my attention has been sifted, and my spiritual vibration is on another level. I don't got to bark at these other nations because it does me no good. I'm a watchman. I consider myself a watchman of the nation of Israel. And that's what I'm doing right now for my people. I'm letting y'all know. All right? Get the hate out your heart, because you can't understand things and take in like different information when you stuck on a lower level, man. Seriously. That's science right there. So we all got to start somewhere, man. And this might just reflect right off of you if you ain't, if you're not ready for it. If you're not ready for this information, it might reflect right off of you, and you might not be able to absorb it and take it in. But, no, I'm just here doing what I can, whatever. Verse 9, Revelations 17:9. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 hills or 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. I like the way that started off. Let me read it again. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. All right. First of all, you got to understand, it started off by saying wisdom because we about to go into something. We about to take a left turn right here, because if you know the true breakdown of the 7 heads and 10 horns, it's nations. But here's the mind that has wisdom. He gonna tell you where she sit, literally. All right, the literally where she sits. The location and everything. The Most High already told us how she looks like. She's decked in purple and scarlet. You can Google like the bishops and the Catholic priests of Rome, and you will see a sea of them with their purple and scarlet on. The Most High told us she is rich. She wreaked havoc on the earth and forced her doctrine upon the people. So now he about to literally tell us where this beast sits at in her headquarters of her office. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. Now, another name for Vatican City is, what is it? The City of 7 Hills. Google that. Google the City of 7 Hills. All right? I'm just giving y'all the information. All right? Y'all going to do the research on your own. I'm bringing it out to you. Okay? Do your own research. Another name for Vatican City is the City of 7 Hills. All right? So the Most High is telling us, but you got to have wisdom, because if you read this, you be like, no, that's just talking about nations, 7 heads, this, that, and the third. You gotta have wisdom, man. You gotta take a deep breath, step back for a minute, and you just gotta come in to these verses with an open mind and not a doctrine, you know. So understand. I'm about to read another verse. I believe it's Revelation 17, and it started off similar to that, but I gotta bring out something. I gotta dig in my folder and find these papers. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. But anyway, I'm about to read another verse because when the Most High say you gotta have wisdom, and when he continue to read in that verse, he gonna point this beast out to a T. Revelations 13, verse 18. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, what is a scoring? Scoring is 20, so 3 of those is 6. So his number is 666. Ask yourself, Israel, how can we count the number of this man to get 666? Alright, for those of y'all who don't know, the Pope official title in Latin is Vicaris Filii Dei. That's his official title, the Pope of Rome. Now, we was told to count the number of the beast, so we're gonna count this man's title in Latin numerals and see what we get. Vicaris Filii Dei means substitute of the Son of God on earth. So with a name like that, how can you worship a man who says that he has the power to change times and laws because he's in direct relationship with the Son of God and he knows what's good for the people on earth? Come on now. The Catholic Church tells you to confess your sins to men. Like, that's foolishness. Like, we're supposed to go in our closet and pray secretly to the Most High. But anyway, let's count this beast number. The V equals 5, the I equals 1, C equals 100, A equals 0, R 0. What's that? L. That equals 1, U. I think that's supposed to be a V, but that equals 5, S 0, whatever. That is 106, 0, another 6, you get 112. And F actually equals 0 and equals 1. That's a L equals 50. Then that's 1, 1. What's that? That's 51. 2, 3. 53. D equals 500. That equals 0, 1. So that 501, 53, 112. That is 4. That's 6, 6, 6. 666, peoples. Vicaris Filii Dei, the Pope's title, counted up, equals 666. Okay, on that Vicaris Filii Dei, you spell Vicaris Vicarius. So the U equals 5. Just had to clear that up. Alright, Revelation 17, verse 10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seventh, and go into perdition. So who is this talking about, peoples? This is talking about the Roman Empire. It's talking about how there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is. This is 6 kings that tried to revive the Holy Roman Empire, or the unholy Roman Empire, excuse me. And they fell. And you got to understand that the see, this is where people get confused at. It says, and the beast that was and is not. It's because Rome rise and fell 9 times, okay, but it's prophesied to do 10. Even he is the eighth and is of the seven. Now, now, what does that sound like to you? It sounds like the little horn, because we all know that Rome was prophesied to be the last kingdom upon the face of the earth, which is the 7 heads, which is the last of the 7 heads. But of the last of the 7 heads, which is the Roman Empire, what did you have that came up about it? You had a little horn, who a lot of you swear up and down you know who it is, and it's America. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you can't find a scripture that describes America in the Bible. I'm just telling you, you won't find it in Revelation 17. All right. Now, this is one and the same, this eighth, because he is of the seventh. Let's read it. And the beast that was and is not, because Rome rise and fell a bunch of times, even he is the eighth, and is of the seventh, and goeth into perdition. So they basically one and the same. He is of the seventh, and so go into perdition. Perdition means destruction, meaning wreaking havoc on the earth, like he did back in the day when he had his power during the Inquisitions. Just went on a killing storm, huh? Straight up. And verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So, if you watch my Revelations 12 breakdown, you will understand timeline of the Great Tribulation, aka Jacob's Trouble, which is 3.5 years, which is 1,260 days, which is 1 hour. Now we reading about these 10 horns right now, which is attached to the same beast with 7 heads, and it makes one where they will fully become this beast, and they will only be able to have their reign on earth for 1 hour right here. So let's read it again. The king and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet. So these 10 horns, they separate individual nations right now, but they are not as one as kings over the earth in Babylon, but receive powers as kings 1 hour with the beast. So in order for them to really have their own way and have a stake in this earth, they got to get together with with the Roman Empire, Vatican City, and they got to give their power, their army, their might, and submit to the Roman Empire, and then they will be that hideous beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. These have one mind, verse 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. They gonna try to fight Christ when he comes back. They gonna be on some other stuff and actually try to bear arms against the Messiah. So these are the people who will be ruling at the end of days. So you got to understand this is end time prophecies. Understand these 7 hands and 10 horns, they're going to be the ones trying to fight against Christ when he returns. End time prophecies, peoples. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and Kings of kings. And they that are with him are called chosen and faithful. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So this horse doctrine is sitting on many waters with different nationalities of people and different kind, and she conquered them all with that doctrine. So understand that. That's damn near the whole world, basically. And verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, what did that sound like right there? It sounds like Satan kingdom is divided and is breaking up. Verse 17, for God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. So we just read that that these nations gave their power and all their might into the beast, but they only did it for the time that God allowed them to do it, and that time is coming to an end. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, her time is coming to an end, peoples. Babylon has fallen, has fallen. Hallelujah. Verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So the woman that this chapter was describing is a great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Peoples. All right. What more can I say? What more can I say? That great city is the Vatican City, aka the City of Seven Hills, and the person who's sitting on the throne, his office is called Papis. His official title is called Vicarius Filii Dei. We was told to count his number. We did it. We got 666. The Most High told us where this man actually lay his buns at and sit, which is the City of Seven Hills, sits on 7 mountains. The Most High told us what color this so-called holy empire wears: purple and scarlet. Now, if you think about it, check this out. If you think about it, they call themselves brothers and sisters in the church, right? Who else calls other people brothers and sisters in general? Like white people, I heard them refer to Negroes all the time as brothers and sisters, trying to be hip and stuff. So like Negroes, like we are the church just by default. It's something in our spirit that these other nations see, and it's something they can't deny in us that's special. And you got other people trying to duplicate it and set up churches and be us, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the Edomites, they want to be Jews, and you got the Gentiles, they want to be Christians, man. But they can't be us. So I say all that to say this: the breakdown of Revelation 17 Mystery Babylon, because don't nobody know who the hell she is. Mystery Babylon. Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Headquarters is in Vatican City. That's the breakdown on Revelation 17. Hope y'all got some understanding. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Peace.